on the shores of Lake Erie here in the city of rock and roll. Our coverage of the NFL brings us to Huntington Bank Field. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And here we go at Huntington Bank Field. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll go play action for Sanders. He gets this to Harold Fanning Jr. complete. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
At the 47-yard line.
The first carry for the speedy Dylan Sampson. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Pickup of 8 on the run. And that sets up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. Down to the 44-yard line as he nearly picks up the first.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That's caught by the rookie from Texas A&M. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that play off the snap.
Ready, 70 Rangers, 70 line.
On first down, here's Sanders. Caught, nice gain left side.
It's a gain
and their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
First and 10
so a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
And the give, here's Judkins. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
The tackle by
and it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
From the contact.
Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Intended for Harold
Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they're sharing it 4th and long.
On the coverage.
Schmidt connects.
The
game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
Makes the score.
All in all, Kate, let's call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Lamar off to play fake. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
incompletion. We stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Stopped that time by Antonio Johnson.
At the 40-yard line.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
You. Yeah. Sit up.
Lamar now from the gun. He's got his man. This is Walker. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
1st and 10 from the 43. Play action now with Jackson. This one's to Andrews outright. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end. Because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
First down, and they go right back to it. Like the turnaround these last 2 plays on. Nice gain on 1, and now they get it behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Hey. 180.
Changing it up here, Jackson. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
For Derrick Henry.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long. And that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
That's good for a Baltimore.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless. He took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Might be able to start their game with a score here, Brock. This is 1st and goal.
13.
Henry punches it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. Derrick Henry, the touchdown.
Ravens.
Extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out. So no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35.
35-yard line.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. This is thrown towards a defender instead, man. He's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down.
Kyle
That's a
Hamilton
throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It can be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Going again here, Sanders. He's going deep. Brought in inside the 20.
Yards on the play.
He is down all the way to
And
that
the
15-yard
Browns,
line.
First down.
I try to remind you a time or
First
two,
and
Kate,
10
that
at
you
the
always got to
15-yard
start your
line.
read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's second down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
It's brought in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns with a slim 2-point lead early.
The kicker on.
Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll get to work here, 1st and 10. First down, here's Lamar. Completed over the middle.
A gain of
The tackle's made
17
just
yards.
beyond midfield at the 48.
And the Baltimore
The big play nets him
first down.
17 yards.
It's a gain of 17
That's going to be a Baltimore
yards.
first.
And a
One play in,
Ravens
Brock, and his
first
drive is
down.
already in enemy territory.
Hey. 13. Cut.
First down throw for Jackson. He's got a man left. And they're going to be saying just outside that red zone. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's good for the Ravens. First down.
Baltimore first down.
Ozzy.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down,
Out of the gun,
Ravens.
Henry. And that carry only nets one on the
Number
plunge up the
22,
gut.
Derrick Henry, the ball carrier.
Sometimes just feel like in the
Michael
background
Hall
of every
running
ho-hum
down.
run is a bigger play.
2 yards on the
Just
pickup.
needed one more
It's second
component.
and
Hit
8
that extra
at
block
the
a little longer.
19-yard
Final lane
line.
quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
What? 180. That's it. Hey.
Lamar back to throw. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Intended for
Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that
Incomplete.
pass in, Brock. It takes a
Brings
special
up third
quarterback to
down
thread the
and
needle.
8
He couldn't do
yards
it.
to go.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
180. What? 180. Hey, report. Go ahead. Sit up.
Jackson now on 3rd. Place beyond the marker. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much.
A gain
He
of
got it.
12
That's all that
yards.
matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's another
You know, they
Baltimore
call that
first
the money down for a reason.
First
Because you're
and
just
goal
simply not
at
going to
the
last long
8-yard
in the
line.
NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
What? 180. That's it. Go. You.
I got it.
They go play fake with Jackson. The Browns get there and take him down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there's none to be had. No escape route available this time.
From the gun, Jackson. That one's incomplete in the end zone. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup. Yeah. Unless you're already committed to going for it on fourth, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
Buckle up. It's third and goal.
Report. Yo.
Play action. Here's Jackson. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a second quarter lead. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games. This sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Ravens
that one
14,
right down the middle.
Browns 10.
And the Ravens take a 4-point lead.
To kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Fielded at the 7. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
Over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes first and 10.
Go.
Trying the left side with Sampson. He's out in the clear. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns take the lead on the first play of the drive. And this is Schmidt for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns push their lead to 3.
17. Ravens 14.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up to the 35 to begin this drive. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10.
Hey. No, we changed it.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
You know, when we watch Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10 because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack.
Oh, someone slipped in. It's intercepted. And the Browns will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Here we go, shot.
From the gun, Judkins. It's a 4 to see about a yard out of this. Justin Madden making that stop.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that.
Ravens get him. Down he goes. The defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
A big loss on the play. Brings up fourth down.
So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Fields it and starts the return from the end zone. He's past the 30. What a heads-up play. He takes the missed field goal, runs it all the way into enemy territory. Great field position for them now. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Play fake, Jackson. Complete, Derrick Henry. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to be Baltimore first.
Baltimore first down.
All set to go now from the 35.
A gain of 12. First down, Baltimore.
Now Jackson off the play action. Vacates quickly left side. He's keeping it. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. Hang with us. More football in Huntington Bank on its way. 2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finds his fullback. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get some late points and the lead. Here's Luke for the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Ravens take a 4-point lead.
Ravens 21. Browns 17. Tyler Luke to kick off.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's a return from the 7. Good work so far. He's got room. And he'll go out of bounds with more than half the work done. Offense in enemy territory to begin the series at the 45-yard line.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams and a play like that can swing a game. A great return now to start out in a short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Ready! Ready!
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Ravens will take over. As he records his first interception of our season.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
2nd down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
The drive begins with Henry. The drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Aggressive call on 2nd.
DC, right?
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Now it's Lamar. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready! You sit up! Ready!
Now here's Lamar. Andrews has it, working downfield. And nothing to speak of after that catch as the completion gets him down to the 21.
21 more yards.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts.
Baltimore
They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Raven first down.
DC, run.
Into the line for another 1st and 10. Here's Lamar. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. He gets up to the line fast.
We changed it.
2nd down.
Lamar now from the gun. This one down for Henry. He gets this down to the 13-yard line.
Derrick Henry.
Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd.
To 3rd down.
And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Want to put ready?
3rd and just 2 to go. Henry's going to try to pick it up. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown.
The Ravens will add to their lead at the end of the half. Derrick Henry, the touchdown.
Tyler Luke on for the
Manage that
extra
clock
point.
beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change
kick
the
is
theme
good.
of the halftime speech, but I guarantee
Makes the
you it
score.
adds some
Ravens
enthusiasm
28,
to the tone.
Browns
That was
17.
awesome.
Tyler Luke to kick off
Time
for
left for
Baltimore.
maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Shoves him off. And nearly to the
The
35-yard
Browns
line
take
before he
over
goes
first
out of
and 10
bounds.
at their own 34-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap and a half here on first down.
79 Bronco. Bronco 80. Cup 19.
Back to throw it. Absolutely fires this one right side. That's complete inside the 35. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
DC ready.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left complete. It's a small gain up to the 38.
Complete
That
to
was Martin
Zay
Emerson
Flowers.
with a stop that time.
It's a pickup.
That's a pretty similar result
Brings
to a
up
first
second
down run
and
play.
7
Moves it forward,
at the
keeps you on
38-yard
schedule,
line.
and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now. They need 7. Jackson throwing here. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
13
A
yards
nice
on
gain
the
of
play.
13 yards as it brings
That's
up a
good
first
for
down.
Baltimore, first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Ravens.
Back to throw. Here's Jackson. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the fourth sack of the game right there brings up second
A
down.
loss of 9 yards.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has
down.
been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
He has this down to the 34.
Jackson.
Give him 24 on that play.
A gain of 24
It's going to be a
yards.
Baltimore first.
And a Baltimore first down. 24-yard gain on the play. First down, Baltimore.
Play action now with Jackson. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
Jackson's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. He was covered by Denzel Ward.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Throwing the out route complete.
Jackson's pass.
And he takes it across the
complete
30
to
before
Mark
heading
Andrews.
out.
A
I
gain
know I
of
can
6
sound like a
yards.
broken record when I talk
And
about
it's
timing
third
and getting the ball
down.
out on time and on rhythm, but these out cuts are just so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Has his man cut by Andrews.
Andrews.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
7-yard gain.
Defenders in the
That's
area, they
another
still make the connection,
Baltimore
Brock. It
first down.
almost looked like it was just another throw
A
on the
gain of
practice field.
7.
Yeah, this is how
And
you
the
just
Ravens
develop that
first
just
down.
trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Right side and in the hands of Bateman. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
10 yards on the play. That's another Baltimore first down. First and goal, Baltimore.
Lamar throwing again. Makes the catch. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the one.
Complete to Zay
Hey, you
Flowers.
like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second and that playbook wide open.
Now it's second and goal from the one. Jackson's going to throw again. And set up the screen for Henry. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. His third total score in this game. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Tyler Luke to kick
All
off
set
for
up. Here's
Baltimore.
Luke to kick it away. And he wasn't chancy in a return
The
there,
Browns
putting
take
it
over
out on
first
the
and
back of
10
the end zone for a
at their own
touchback.
35-yard line.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out first and 10.
Here we go, Scott. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second
It's
down.
second and 21.
Take a look at that scoreboard
At the
and get just
24-yard
here
line.
backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. Had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
Deputy.
Second down carry for Sampson. Defender gets to him right on the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So Brock, that means third down coming up.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's just about textbook
No gain on the
defense and
play.
how to shut down
It's
an
now
RPO.
third
The
down
coverage was
and
tight, the
long.
numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
On the double.
Not an enviable spot as they come up third and long.
Ready, ready? Mustang 19. Hey, look.
Here he goes, third and long. Complete beyond the marker.
It's a gain
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across
That's good
midfield.
for a Browns.
Ready?
Ball's on the 48. Here we go,
19
first down.
light.
First and 10 at the
Come on,
48-yard
come on.
line.
70. Chop 60. Chop 60. 65. Chop. Let go.
Looking out of the gun, Sanders. Broken out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Intended for number 86.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be second
Keely
down.
Ringo on the coverage.
70 Rangers. Ready? Bronco 8. Warrior 70. Ready?
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's marked down. Looks like at the 32-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks
It's a
up
gain
20.
of 20.
Ready
And
up.
that's a
And the
Browns first down.
Browns First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throw right side, caught by Fannin. And they get him right at the line of
Complete
scrimmage.
to Harold Fannin.
Defense all
No
over
gain
that
on
throw.
the
You
play.
could just smell it.
Second and 10.
They just
At
smelled
the
that football coming
32-yard
their
line.
way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. Second down coming up.
Here's Judkins on second down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
Okay, break.
Still 10
Seven
yards to
Pirates,
get this
seven
first down
Pirates.
as they come to the line.
Hawk 70. 19. Coogan. Ready, ready?
Sanders now on third down. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth
Intended
down.
for Harold Fannin.
I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the
Nate
NFL where the
Wiggins on the
windows to
coverage.
throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those
Field
windows
goal
become almost
is good.
non-existent.
Makes
A
the
dependable
score.
kicker, man, that is a
35.
coach's best friend.
Browns
Saves him
20.
so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
Derrick Henry, the ball carrier.
That run may not have gotten you a first.
At the
Sure, nice little
44-yard
run to
line.
set the table.
It's a gain of 9.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Running once more with Henry. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Another run for Henry. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24.
Ready.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
70,
Check it out, Reed.
Viking 18. Let's go.
With Sanders out of the pistol. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Dylan Sampson.
Just couldn't hang on through the contact.
Brings up
So 2nd
and
down
10
coming up.
at the 24-yard
Well, he already
line.
has himself 1 interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, one pick becomes 2 becomes 3, and
yards on the play.
And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40.
First
Give him
down.
13 on that play.
1st and 10
And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Panther 11. Ready.
On 1st down, here's Sanders. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. Brought in inside the 20. He's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. The kick is good, and they move back within a possession in the 4th.
Makes the score. Ravens 35. Browns 27.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10. Play fake, Jackson. Bateman holds it in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Jackson's pass.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down.
A 7-yard
It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Lamar out of the pistol. Bails out of the pocket quick. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. But cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. Taking a shot deep here. He's got it inside the 25. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th. It's a Taz Walker touchdown. Here's Luke for the point after.
For the extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens lead by 15 now.
42. Browns 27. Tyler Loop to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Loop to kick it away. His return starts at the 5. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Crack up. Ready.
Play action, Sanders. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it after a second interception of the season.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On 1st down, they'll run. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12.
16 yards.
He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Back-to-back carries here. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Brought down behind
With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
That's being sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
To number 16.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at speed and not create a negative play for your offense.
They've got a man in motion. 3rd and long for him here. Complete out to the right. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Complete to Rashad
You know, I
Bateman.
like the completion. You never turn down a completion.
Tyler Luke
It's just not the
on
right
for the
throw
Ravens
to
field
make in
goal.
that spot
A
to move the chains.
31-yard attempt.
Oops, knocks it
The
through.
kick is good.
It's a 3-score game now. An
Makes the
18-point
score
lead.
Ravens 45.
I think you could call this one now,
Browns,
Kate. His field goal
27.
makes it a 3-score game, and even the
Tyler
most
Luke to
improbable
kick off
comeback
for
attempts are
Baltimore.
going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
And that one flies right on past the end
The
zone.
Browns
Did
take
not
over
make an
1st
effort to
and
even
10
hit the landing zone,
their
Brock.
own
So they're going to
35-yard
gift him a
line.
drive starting at the 35. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10.
Go. Get up.
It's Sampson running out of the gun. That's the tackle. He's got space ahead.
Number 22.
He hits the lane
Dylan
perfectly for an
Sampson, the ball
8-yard
carrier.
pickup. It's 2nd
Taken
down.
down at the 43-yard
Cool thing
line.
about a drive starting
It's a
run
gain of
like
8.
that, Kate, is it
Over
really
it.
just gives you
2nd and
every
2.
opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me,
Go, go,
I like
go.
to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Madden on the stop. A gain of a
3rd
yard.
and a lone yard
Brings
coming up.
3rd and 1.
Get it. Count. Ready, ready.
It's caught. Fannin has it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 6.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend.
First down.
Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd
1st and
down.
10
That's
at
a
the
QB's
50-yard
best
line.
friend.
Go ball.
Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid
Complete
gain.
to Harold Bannon
That is a
Jr.
textbook first
It's a
down
gain of
completion.
7.
Sets up
Brings up
second and
2nd
very
and
manageable
3
and
at the
creates
Ravens'
space to take
43-yard
that shot
line.
downfield.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out.
70 red, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 19 Lion.
Second down, looking for options. Looking downfield, and Fannin has it. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out.
28 yards.
He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, Bronco 80. Ready.
In the red zone on first. Going over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Intended
Hey,
for
Mr.
number 86.
Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else.
It's now second
Double
and
coverage
10.
was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had. And incompletion is still pretty good for the defense.
He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
19, Panther 11, Cup 19, Cup 19.
Throw here, third down. He's down close. He's going to be short of that goal line block, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
19, Tiger, 19, go.
Line up the design keeper. And he's in for the touchdown. The Browns get it back to within 2 possessions. And this is Schmidt for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns make it an 11-point ball game.
Ravens 45. Browns 34.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And no dice on this kick. The Ravens recover.
Onside kick is recovered
No
by
question
the
they
Ravens.
wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when you're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
180.
This one's set up for Lamar. Lining up to take it in on second down. A design run, Jackson keeping it. Setting up for the kneel down on third.
Shot. Hey, middle.
This one left for Lamar. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL, as they're now up to a 3-0 start. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Ravens are your winners. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.
It is clear, but it is cold here today as EA Sports takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the New England Patriots. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Five. What's that? Diddy, what's that?
To the air right away is May. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those that end up into big mistakes, big mistakes end up into points against you.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45.
Joseph on the stop.
A nice run there, 9 yards.
A gain of 9.
And it'll be second down.
2nd and 1 at the 44-yard line.
Crazy. What's that?
They'll throw with May. He finds his man, complete. It's Martinez.
A gain of 24 yards.
Down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
First down.
That's good for a first down. His second catch of the opening drive. To throw, it's May. Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. He will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
15 more
yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal.
First down.
They're going to throw. May. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And
Drake May taking it in for 4 yards out. And the Patriots are on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point is up and good by Aubrey.
Makes the score.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Lions nothing.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a first and 10 at their own 22. Now here's the rookie from USC. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. From the 22 now, here's the second down and 9.
We go, Todd!
Here's Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. That took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9.
Hey, 5.
Goff now looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release. It's going to be incomplete.
That was the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one. Stephon Diggs. Inside the 10. And the way in. Touchdown, New England. Touchdown, Stephon Diggs. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Makes the score
good with a PAT.
14.
And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as they'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. Now he's going to step up and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive? Because they're throwing to start the drive here. But it winds up incomplete.
To throw is gone. It's Williams on the catch. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
It's a gain
the
of
catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
That's good for a Lions.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Detroit Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
76, tell him. 76. Hey, kill Kip.
Goff throwing again. That one let go deep for Laporta. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Laporta.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Goff's going to shift him around.
Maverick.
Again, he'll drop the throw. That's taken in. It's Isaac to Slaw. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18. So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 34-yard line.
180. Value three.
Now it's gone. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here we go. 17. Turbo.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31.
The second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
180. 4 now. 5.
Goff now to throw. And this is covered. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
And the
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
At the 1-yard line.
Montgomery is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions.
Touchdown, Lions.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Patriots 14, Lions 7.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with 1st and 10.
On first down, it's Henderson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
No, what's that? Crazy.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Hey, Angel. Check.
May going to give it to Henderson. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
He'll try to pick it up himself. And this is called. Touchdown, Patriots. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Pats have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
14. 5.
Now Goff. That is on the corner. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's a gain of
That's good for 28 yards.
That's good for a Lions.
So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed, it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
It's a gain of 33.
A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
There's Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to...
Touchdown! Sam Laporta. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Lions have come back within a score.
The kicker on for the
That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And they'll get him down inside with 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Here goes
Throwing here is May. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down
by Aiden Hutchinson.
Aiden Hutchinson
A loss of 12.
in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here now, a 3rd and 20. Here's May. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To the air, May. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Intended for number 19.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
Second and 10.
Crazy. Here goes that. Hey, what's up? 5.
From the gun, it's May. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Martinez.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
A give for Henderson running to the right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down right at the line of
DJ
scrimmage.
Reed, who played in college at Kansas State, made the tackle.
2nd and 10 at the Lions'
29-yard
10.
line. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Henderson will try to run for the first. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
What's that? Hey, Garfield, crazy, crazy.
They'll try and throw forward May. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Patriots take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
Makes the
and the
score
lead now up to 14.
Lions 14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team. As they'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So they haven't been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't missed the field. And you and I both know, one big play that gets them right back up to that level.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 41, here's second down and 5.
180, Super 66, super ball.
From the gun, here's Goff. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Intended for number 25.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
5 yards.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
180, Louis.
Goff. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Then he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That's good.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain move. This time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Pats will take over possession here up at the 44. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll go again with Henderson. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
It's a gain of 14
back-to-back good
yards.
plays have him on the move. That's on first down.
Patriots first down.
Back to throw here. May looking to run. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24.
4th down. 4th and 10 at the 42-yard line.
4th down. 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 4th down Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one.
The field goal is
so
good.
after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
You did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Open man, that's too slow. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
42-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Obama.
Back to throw. Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts.
13 yards.
As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Wait, 20. Hey, kill. What's up?
Here's Goff. The Pats are going to get there. There he goes. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
180. Hey, lift. 17. Value 1. DC. Turbo.
Goff now looking to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the side. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
20.
Goff going to move his guys around a bit.
76. 75.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
20.
From the gun on third down. Goff. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The pressure from multiple guys as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this.
180. Ric Flair.
They're going to go for it. It's gone. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Patriots. Zay Flowers from 19 yards away. And the Patriots are able to stretch out their lead.
Makes the score Patriots 38.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
Lions 14.
And the lead is now 24. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage is solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got to fight.
He's got him in, complete. A big play there for Detroit. And even 40 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Goff. Short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Out of bounds at the
now 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Quick throw here, that's complete.
A gain of
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a Lions.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
To the air again. Goff. And this is caught at the 8. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
It's
23 yards, the final tally.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions get a bit closer. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Goff looking to throw. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the
33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
2nd and 2.
To throw, it's May. Throw caught by Flowers. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That's good.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into the second half material. Past the 20, and he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 91 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. Right back to Henderson on first down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Play action. May. Now he's going to step up and run. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. On the counter, it's Henderson. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
43.
So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And he'll get it just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Hey, 5. 180.
To throw is gone. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here now, 2nd and 4.
We're good. We're like 20.
Now it's gone. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 39. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball. And you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little.
There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball because they've been spending their time trying to stop him from all angles. This time the tight end gets him.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. sends us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field, fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. May. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run.
It's a gain of
33 yards.
That's good for a Patriots first down.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
4 yards. That's another Patriots first down.
Once again, it's Henderson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Henderson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
A gain of a yard.
Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And he's going to go down. Safe by the 13-yard line. With a big-time sack on 3rd down, it's a loss of 7. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is gone. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And this is caught by Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
Well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down.
Looking to change the play.
First down, Lions.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop the throw. To the left side, he finds to Slaw. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
A gain of 26
big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10.
Now here into something else.
DC. What's that?
Play action. It's gone. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Of 24 more
2 check plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
First down.
Hold on.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
What's that?
Now gone. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
John Goff sacked.
Harold Landry
Of 7 yards.
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14.
We go tonight.
Quick toss by Goff is complete. And so close. He gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play.
Here we go. 180. We're good. We're good.
Now Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Isaac to Slaw. From a yard out. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Lions 33.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is secured by the Patriots. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. We're down to 9. And a good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
From the 34 now, here's
and
1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Again, it's Stevenson. Taken down at the 30.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
A 3-yard
to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Stevenson, the ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
3.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Pats, they solidify their spot in the playoffs as they run their mark to 12-4 on the year. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.